Nobody owes you confidence. This is a topic that I've been wanting to talk about for the longest. I have had it in my notes. I have had this topic in my notes because I see it happen with a lot of photographers where you know, they want to build their confidence based on what other people tell them. They want to build their confidence based on the amount of clients that they're booking. They want to build their confidence based on the amount of money that they're making per year. But I want you to stop. I want you to stop waiting until you book that bigger client. I want you to stop waiting until you make your six figures. Stop waiting until somebody else validates you because your confidence follows action. And it's not the other way around. When people hire you, they're not hiring you because they feel bad for you. They're hiring you because they believe in you. They believe that you can solve the problem that they're looking for. In this case, for photographers, that problem is, hey, I have an event and I need someone to capture it. As I was searching, you were the best fit. But the question here is, do you believe it too? Because every time you apologize for your pricing, every time, you're giving out discounts without anybody asking for them, you're telling your client, I'm not sure I'm worth this. If you don't sound convinced, why should they be convinced? Why should they be? I want you to get into the habit of not being the first one to bring up negotiations, because oftentimes you are actually negotiating against yourself. You're not negotiating with the client about money that they possibly already have in their budget. And here's something that I often do. Whenever I get an inquiry and a client says, let's say $3,000 is in their budget, because I asked that in my intake form. In order for you to work with us, I need to know what you need us to do. And I ask, what is your budget? Sometimes I get exact budgets. Other times I get people say, well, we haven't worked on it just yet. And no matter what I receive, if the client says this is the amount that we have, I then have to look at the budget. I have to look at the work that we're providing, the worth of my business, of my company, the people that work for and with me, my work, my time. And I have to figure out if this is worth it. And that's what I send back to them. Sometimes, even if someone says to me, our budget is $3,000, if the work that I'm providing and the worth that I'm providing, if it is over $3,000, let's say it's $3,200, let's say it's $3,500, $4,000, I send back that exact budget. I have heard other professionals say that, yeah, you should undercharge in order for you to get all of the jobs. And that's fine. If that's the line of work that you prefer, that's not an issue. I'm not here to debunk that, because at the end of the day, everybody has to do what they have to do. But what I want to focus on is the confidence part of it. Because if you're always just undercharged, if you're always taking in below, then at some point that is going to reflect on the work that you're actually putting out there. And then it won't be the client's fault. It won't be the people reaching out. It won't be the fact that they're not seeing your worth, because that's the worth that you're putting out there. And so there are times where the client understands, oh, hey, wait a minute. Maybe we can make some wiggle room. The thing is, you don't know what your client can afford. And I will say this, there are times where some of us will lose out on jobs because we undercharged, because the clients that we're working with, they're not used to seeing those prices. It just doesn't make sense to them. And so they also wonder, is there something wrong? Why am I seeing these prices? And here you are thinking, well, let me undercharge so that I can get the job. I'm sure you'll get it here and there, but I don't want you to make that a habit. I want you to stop negotiating against yourself. It's a very simple thing. Just state the price, be quiet, no apologizing, no explaining, no discounting, and then you just let it all work out. And that's part of the conversation. That's part of the negotiation. If your client is coming to you and they're wanting to negotiate with you because maybe they don't have the budget, because maybe they don't feel like paying you for it. And if you don't give them any pushback and you accept that pricing, that's one thing. But if you're the one who's starting out like that, I wouldn't recommend it. They reached out to you for a reason. And because they believe you, I think it's time that you also start believing in yourself. Stop acting like your clients are doing you a favor. Like that makes me cringe. They're not. You are the solution to what they're looking for. And I want to challenge you today. I want to challenge you to look beyond that. And if you have any issues with pricing, I want to introduce to you my pricing guide. This is a pricing guide that I've been working on for some time, and many people have already purchased it. I don't want to leave you out of it. I created this guide to help you stop guessing and to help you start pricing. Let me put that up here for you. I break down exactly how to calculate profitable rates, how to build packages that sell, how to confidently raise your prices and stop leaving money on the table. And you can grab it on the link below in this video. The reason why I created this was because this is a question that I get so often from so many of you. How do I price? How much money for a session? And in that price guide, I talk about portrait sessions. I talk about event photography, corporate event photography. These are different events, different things that people are asking for. And I want you to have somewhere where you can just look at these examples. Again, that price guide itself is going to help you price, but this video, all of the different things that you see on my channel are here to help you build your confidence, because a business that lacks confidence, you're lacking a lot. You are lacking a lot. And I have grown. I want you to grow. I do not believe in gatekeeping. There's no need for that. I think that we can all grow together. I want you to tell me in the comments, because I'm going to wrap this video up, but tell me in the comments, what was one of the hardest truths that you heard in this video? Because the truth of the matter is, it's never easy. I get it. I get it. Sometimes we just want to have everything at once, or we want to just win no matter what. But we also have to understand that in order for us to get to that place, we actually have to work really hard at it. And what I love about not having to do that so much, double contradiction, is the fact that, there are people who are already doing that work for you. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to work yourself so hard in order for you to achieve those things. And that's exactly what the pricing guide is. I'm waiting to see if any of you have any questions that I can answer on here, because I know in my last video there were a few questions and I was rushing out, so I didn't really have time to answer them. But today I do. I want to answer your questions. I have a few minutes left and I want to do that. I want to answer your questions. Let me see. Let me go back into my chat. This is the pricing guide, you all. This is what you need to actually get your bookings rolling, to work with your clients, work with the clients that want to work with you. Okay, let me take this off of here. Yeah, I love doing these lives, by the way, because it's like, it's gotta go, it's gotta work. There's no way around it. And I do these all from my office space, which is great. Tell me in the comments, and you don't have to do it in this video. Tell me in the comments later. What are some of these challenges for you? How are you working through them? How are you going to, as a matter of fact, let me give you a challenge. Let me give you a challenge for the coming weeks, and I'll say 2 weeks. Work at it. What can you do differently that you have not done before to actually build your confidence? Because your clients are not just paying you for photography. Your clients are not just coming to you because you provide great work. They see that in you. whether it's on your website, on your Instagram. So, how about making it real for them? That right there is the difference. I am going to leave you with that. Leave in the comments below the questions that I've been asking throughout this video. Also, tell me, how do you work through it? What have you been doing? Because I think that we can help other people in the journey. I always love you for watching. I will see you next time.